Vikings' disastrous season rolls along as Sam Darnold and the Seahawks beat our Vikings in Seattle. Here are the fellas to break it all down.
Sad indeed, ladies and gentlemen. The Minnesota Vikings very sleepless in Seattle, scoring a grand total, Tony Bell, of 0 points. It was a situation in which you saw the game start. You saw little energy from the Vikings. I thought basically the defense played their what's off in the first half, especially creating a turnover, driving Sam Darnold crazy as if they knew what Sam Darnold was going to do it before he did it. There were some great plays by some certain individuals. We'll get into that in the good, bad, and ugly. But overall, I mean, not really surprised that they lost. I think it's kind of more along the lines of how bad they lost, Tony. I mean, I figured that this team would be a little bit more excitable. This team would be a little bit more, playing for their jobs, playing for something. And it turned out that, basically they are just cashing in their checks, Tony Bell and Bill Dunkel, and not worrying about what other people are going to think. And now we're going to sit back and just carve them up as well as we should.
You know what? This team's hopeless.
Yeah.
It's a wrap on the 2025-26 NFL season for the Minnesota Vikings because you had egregious errors done by the front office and its coaching staff with the personnel of this team, and they're all fireable offenses.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is to the point now where you need to literally, and I'm talking to you, Mark Wilf, blow this damn team up. You have no more options now. Blow this damn team up because guess what? You keep KOC around, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better.
Again, we had a chance to discuss before the show, Tony and I did, the fact that, injuries happen, and it's part of the game. Vikings have had a lot of injuries, but I look around the league and you look at the 49ers situation, even the New York Giants, they are besieged with injuries. Neighbors, Dart, Scatabo, but they play hard.
Just today, Justin Herbert got hurt for the Chargers. He's out. He's got to have left-hand surgery.
Right.
They're going to roll with Trey Lance, I believe.
And you know what? You know what their coach is going to do? You know what Jim Harbaugh is going to do? He's going to put plays into the Chargers offense that are going to work for Trey Lance. It's quite obvious, and I'm not here to sit here and be anything other than what I am, Tony. You played the game, but watching it from where I was, it's quite obvious that the game of football is over KOC's head, Bill Dunkel. It's like he doesn't know how to coach situations, and he does not know. I'm going to call him the quarterback killer. This is my new label for him.
That's a good name for him.
The quarterback killer, because he doesn't know how to simplify an offense for anyone that isn't a veteran quarterback.
I'll go one step further. I think he's a franchise killer.
It's killing the momentum of this team, the organization. This is the thing, though. Tony and I just said it's you're supposed to be going upward. This is what, year 5?
Year 4.
Year 4. You should be ascending upward. We're now seeing you had Kirk Cousins, who maybe we should respect Kirk Cousins more because he saved KOC's ass by playing good quarterback. And Sam Darnold had a career year. We should be going upward. And then they made their decision to go with a rookie quarterback. I was behind that decision. Some of us were.
We had no choice, though.
Because hey, Kevin O'Connell, former quarterback, he's going to be able to coach a young quarterback. But Bill Dunkel, it's quite obvious he's not, because any of the young quarterbacks he seems to put his hands on, they regress. And I felt bad for Mad Max today. He was way over his head.
Yeah. I mean, I can just say I heard just a clip of another podcast with a couple of media members on another very good digital network say that it's almost a lock that Wall Street most likely will be on the chopping block. That heads are going to roll, and TB and I talked about this with that locker. I think he said this on the preview show. Each loss, more and more, the explosion is going to come because the defense. I told TB earlier, Brian Flores deserves the game ball because he coached the hell out of but I'm going to ask a question. Where's all the people that have ripped J.J. McCarthy? Where are they now? Where's the ripping of Max Brosmer? Tell me, what was different today than with J.J.? Nothing. So got people like Torrey Holt. I could go through all these people. Where are they? And by the way, Torrey, reach out to Kurt Warner, please. The Hall of Fame quarterback. Yeah, I'm bringing that up. The Hall of Fame quarterback, because you know what? As I told Tony, I'm tired. I am literally tired of people bashing this kid. Bashing him. And by the way, not just bashing his play. Not when you take a picture of him with his kid, they're still bashing him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you know what? 6 starts. And that's what Kurt Warner said. And he said it again this morning on their morning show. Their
the NFL Network. The NFL Network.
Yeah, the NFL Network. Sorry, I'm all wound up. He brought that up too. It's 6 starts. Again, could he be a bust? Well, hello. Earth everybody. Of course he could.
Of course he could.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the problem with that. KOC is not putting him in the place to succeed. KOC is putting him in a spot to fail. That's the whole thing. And like you said, Bill, where's the parental advisory sticker up, please? Where is the fucking heat for Kevin O'Connell? You want to get rid of Kwesi, but you want to keep Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah,
by the way, can I say something? I just commented on that podcast before I came on here. Say, listen, he's always been the problem, the head coach. Wall Street's always been the problem. Griggy's always been the problem. And Andrew Miller's always been the problem. If one goes, they all should go, right?
Right, that should clean house.
You got to blow it up.
Tony and I were looking at the coaches, like, should anyone even remain?
And I'm being serious. Have you guys seen Max Brosmer get ripped today?
No.
Like Jay.
You know what? I haven't watched any of the post game. Once the game was out of hand, I just said, "Screw it, I'm done."
I mean, I feel bad for Max. I'm not ripping him at all.
You know what? It's funny because Tony Bell would know this. It's funny when a defensive player is in your face that a quarterback tends to throw the ball higher. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. His first shutout. In fact,
first shutout since the Packers in 2007.
Packers in 2007
How would you like
on November 11th when they lost 34-0 to Brett Favre and the Packers. So
how would you like to be J.J. McCarthy and have to listen to these moronic fans talk?
It's probably horrible. I mean, and these fans.
You know what, Bill? I got to deal with a bunch of them on my Facebook feed.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. I mean,
yeah.
What's going on, Mark? Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Here, by the way, now this is what we talked about before we went on air. I talked about that with Eric. I'll bring you into this too, Bill. We were talking about the ascension of head coaches, okay?
Yep.
Viking history, head coaches going into their 4th year, okay? Mm-hmm. Van Bronckhorst showed mass improvements.
Yep.
And by the 4th year, he had a winning record.
Yep.
But Grant had already been to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Jerry Burns had already been to the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
Denny Green had won the division 3 out of 4 years, and in the playoffs 3 straight years.
Yep.
Okay, after Denny was Tice. Tice had been to the playoffs by his 4th year.
Yep.
He beat Green Bay.
He won a playoff game.
He won a playoff game in Green Bay. Childress was in the championship game by his 4th year.
Yep.
Leslie Frazier didn't get 4.
He didn't get a chance.
Ascension upward. You need to see improvement.
Mike Zimmer had been to a championship game by his 4th year. Why are they giving excuses to this guy?
That's the biggest problem.
He's a nice guy.
He's too nice of a guy. And
you know what? He's so nice.
Come back at you, Will. Look what he did.
You know what? And this is what I'm going to tell people. And everybody that's ever played the game, guys that I've played with know this. If you don't line up and you hit somebody and you play soft, it shows. When you're coached soft, it shows. This team is soft. This team, it's that word again that I'm not going to say, but this team is soft as hell, and it shows because when you've got a coach that goes to the opposing team, and I'll keep bringing it up until the day, my last dying breath, you guys were too aggressive out there in practice.
Yeah.
You bitch. Bottom line, that is you being a bitch.
Team had no interest today. The front line did. Van Ginkel did. There's a few players that did. The
Dallas Turner did. Jalen Redmond did.
Secondary? Oh, my God, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, my God. Are you in Cancun already? Right? Yeah, we should send this to the Wills. If we have
By the way, guess who had an interception today for the Colts?
Jennifer Daly, very sad day as a Viking. And Mark Balk should be put upon KOC. Listen, if they finish the year this way, if they finish the year playing in this fashion, the Wills are going to have to do something because heads are going to roll. There's no way, K-Fan, there's no way Judd and Phil, they're going to call it the way they're going to see it because there's
You know what, Eric? I got to stop you right there. Judd and Mackey might. K-Fan never will.
No, not Paul Allen.
No,
I mean,
never.
He's got to be.
No. Eric, listen to me. Listen to me good when I tell you this.
Well, he's getting paid by them. So
he's getting paid by them. Sure. He is not going to upset the gravy train at all. He is.
That's sad.
He is a spokesperson for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Ryan Peterson, Dallas Turner did look great today.
Yeah, so there will be no more Dallas Turner hate.
Yes, there will be. There will be. You watch.
Oh, here's where it comes down to. You know what? This quote was actually a week and a half ago. It's frustrating to be up here and say the same things every single week and expecting something to change the following week. And we're still in the same spot. Yet, I'll say this, Justin Jefferson.
You signed up for it.
I think it's gotten worse, though. I actually think this has gotten worse. This is the water. This is the abyss.
This is the watershed moment now. This is where you're going to have players that are going to be visibly. There's going to be a lot of dissension. I'm sorry.
My only problem with this, Tony, and then we'll get to your answer on this too, Bill, is the fact that the Wilfs, they just gave him a huge contract. Kwesi, they're going to do something. They have to fire somebody. We should do a poll. Who should be the first one fired?
It's going to be Wall Street.
What's that?
The scapegoat is the scapegoat. Yeah, the scapegoat's already Wall Street.
Mike Conrad, I agree with you. Sam Darnold was nothing special.
You know what? Okay, if Seattle thinks they're going to go far with Darnold, sorry, we just exposed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Vikings, I think Flores used some of that game plan the Rams have used in the playoff game and earlier this year. Darnold.
Well, you know what?
Go to the left and rush him up the middle.
Clint Kubiak's smart. He's not going to overly expose Sam Darnold. They ran the football.
You know what's bad? It's bad with Sam. When they should have been throwing the ball, I thought more, and I think they were afraid to.
Yeah, I agree. Mark Balk, we love.
You know what though? Their offensive line ain't that great at blocking either.
No, they're not. The Vikings exposed that right side.
Yeah, there were times where Dallas Turner looked like Carl Eller out there.
Yeah,
can I say one thing? I think today is more proof that they have to trade, like it or not, and it's tough. I think they're not going to trade Jefferson yet. Because I don't think he's going to request yet. But Addison, I think they have to. They can't pay him. They can't.
Well, I mean, they can play. Here's the thing, though.
But
here's the thing with that, Bill. I would hold on to Addison. He's still under contract because you might have to trade Jettis. Jettis might not give you an opportunity.
Well, it's one of the two, not both, right?
Well, I understand. So see how next year starts. Sell him on, okay, we're going to change this thing. We're going to turn the ship around.
Well, you know what they're going to do. They're going to get a vet in here because they have to appease Jefferson and Addison and everybody, right?
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now that you've seen what KOC can do to any quarterback, is there a vet that really wants to come up here?
I wouldn't. With that offensive line?
No, I wouldn't come up here.
If I'm Joe Flacco or Aaron Rodgers, hell no. And you saw Aaron Rodgers get his you-know-what beaten up today with the bloody nose. And the Steelers are now 6-6, just like I said. They'll make the playoffs. That division, I wish the Vikings would still be alive in that division. In fact, as I said to you, Tony, I think when it's all said and done, the Cincinnati Bengals
I think you're right.
And win that division.
I think you're
right. They're going to win that division because Joe Burrow is there's something wrong with Lamar. Lamar's hammies, something is not right with him. He's not running the way he used to. And that defense is still.
You know what it is? It's called age.
It's age too. Yeah, it's catching up to him as
Can
well.
I ask TV? Let me ask you a question. Zolgad brought this up. He said if the defense doesn't go after the offense today in that locker room, he'll be disappointed. And at some point, it's just going to all implode where the defense is just say, throw in
you know who the one that's going to have to do the calling out? Flores.
Yeah.
Flores is going to have to get in KOC's face and say, look, I'm doing the best with what I got, and I'm doing pretty damn good. You're not holding up your end of the bargain, getting us points, taking time off the clock, letting my defense rest. You're not running the ball. I mean, KOC's got to step up his game. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's terrible.
I'm done giving this clown any sort of leeway. I'm done with him.
Bill Dunkley, you're getting support from Ryan Peterson. Agreed, Bill. You can get more for Addison. I think you keep JJ at least one more year, and then you go.
I just think
him after a big cap.
It's
a cap situation. I mean, there's situation right now. There's $66 million.
But here's a weird thing, though.
Cap next year, okay.
But the cap is weird because it goes up every year.
It does. But a lot of these contracts, the Kwesi put together, guys. I did look at it because you're like, oh well, then the second year they can chop it off. No, Jonathan Allen, no cap relief. Hargrave, no cap relief. These guys, you cut them, you're stuck with that bill. So there's no guys that they might not want to cut. They might have to cut.
So I'll put this out there then. If you get a defensive coordinator in here that you put decent depth around them, even with the head coach, decent depth, you can still keep those guys and not play them as much, but have the younger guys play in front of them, have that veteran leader. I'm thinking as a player now.
But here's
the veteran leadership.
But Tony, here's the other aspect of it, and I just mentioned it to you prior to the show. They have to sign Jalen Redmond. You think Jalen Redmond's going to come in cheap?
No.
After what he's proven, he's got tape now.
And Dallas Turner at some point.
And Dallas Turner's going to have to re-up.
But but Dallas Turner's got the same contract got the same year contract as JJ.
Yeah.
But they'll have to be
set
2
more years.
Yeah. You got 2 more years. And but the one you could probably, like I said, if you move to a 4-3, you're going to need more defensive linemen anyway. Hopefully they move to a 4-3.
Yeah. And it might suit those guys better.
You know what I think they did is I think they were I've heard this, not think, I know from what I've been read. They thought for sure Daniel Jones would stay here. And here's the reason. I heard it this morning, and it's about what I've been saying. They offered him more money, but what they didn't give him is what he wanted to hear. He didn't want a competition with McCarthy. He wanted the job handed to him. And
I knew that.
Get that. It's bye-bye. Out. He knew Richardson probably is going to get hurt like he always does, so he goes there. And by the way, remember that name too.
Yeah, because KOC loves Anthony Richardson.
Giraffe loves Richardson.
He's a reclamation project.
24.
Oh, you know who else loves him? You guys will love to hear this name. Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. Oh, good old Johnny Manziel. Slightly wrong on that guy.
So when Daniel Jones turns them down, I think they panicked and just said no to Rodgers, Fisheyes, no to Flacco, no, we're just going to stay the course with JJ. He can't be that. Could the head coach be that stupid? He had to have known. There's no way McCarthy was going to be.
Bill, come on. Have you seen his play calling?
I know, but my God, how can you be this stupid? I mean, oh my
Bill,
God.
Bill, he's giving us proof.
No, but you know what? I think KOC went with the blueprint I would have been fine with. Many of us were fine with. Okay, it's time to start with a.
Well, that's fine, but he didn't give that kid a chance. That's 5-6 step drop. I mean, no tight end, and I mean, listen, when Kurt Warner questions your offense, I think people need to listen.
Oh, I think they do, and hopefully that wakes up.
But you know what, though? The only one questioning his offense is Kurt Warner. The rest of the national media is still writing his you-know-what.
Also, that and TV is right. That local media, I think it's changing a little bit. I think
it's got to change. You know what? You know what? In order for local media, for me to get on their side, they got to give KOC the same friggin' nuclear heat they gave Denny Green.
I agree. And it's not going to happen. That's the
That'll
problem.
never happen.
And the KOC has a way about him where, people like him. Nice
Good
guy.
morning. Good
He knows how to
afternoon.
massage the media, does a lot of interviews, goes on all the shows, doesn't put up a wall, doesn't say much on these shows.
He's purple positivity, but he positively sucks as a coach.
Besides
that is the bottom line. That is the only thing that matters. His play calling.
Here's my thing. This is the Wilfs. Are you trying to win a Super Bowl? Or are you trying to win a popularity contest?
Okay, how about this? Maybe this would change it, but it's not going to happen because of his ego. Why don't you just do what D'Amico Ryans did and give up play calling and hire an OC?
Maybe he will.
He won't. He won't.
I don't
took
think
this.
so.
If his job is on the line,
this
maybe he'll
job. He took this
He's tough.
job
He's
to
tough.
call plays.
Yeah, you're right.
To save his job, he would. He would contemplate it.
I don't think because you know what? He figures what the hell? They still got to pay me anyway, whether I'm here or not.
Steve Winsick, fire KOC and hire Flores, then hire Debo.
I don't like Flores that much, but
I like that, Steve. I like that a lot. I
like
like
that.
Dable. I like Dable to come in and straighten out our young quarterback.
Well,
I mean,
Dable has ties to the Patriots.
Well, Patriots.
Yeah, but I think
fine with
the
Josh
Patriots. I think the Patriots are fine. Tony Dungy is happily retired. Mark,
I can honestly tell you, working with Tony Dungy in the media, he's not interested in coming back.
Yeah, he's very happy. He got a ring. He don't care. He's
Him and
done.
Bill Cowher are very happy doing their shows, raking in a ton of money. Probably
Well, the
more
guys,
money.
I can tell you, we know by watching the game today, one hot guy candidate is going to be Clint Kubiak.
Who had him? Who had Clint Kubiak?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, cool Papa. Yeah, cool Papa Bell. All I heard this week was Brosmer's KSC type quarterback. I'm bashing Max. It's all on KSC. Yeah, I know you're not bashing him. It's
much of it. A lot of this.
Max was put over his head. This is not especially with this coach.
Yeah,
he doesn't simplify the game plan. Oh, I heard people tell me this. Oh, well, he did it in the first quarter. He had running plays. He had quick outs and quick slants. I said, were any of them successful? Were any of them something that Seattle wasn't expecting, that they could read the line? Where is his creativity? Coaches, as we said, Tony brought this up before the show, you should be ascending upward. You're at 4 years, you should be going upward. And this thing is going way down into the abyss, sinking like the Titanic.
And also, I'm going to tell you this too. A good coach can make marginal players into a good team.
Yes.
We've seen
100%.
it.
He's not doing it.
No, he's not doing it.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say they finish 5-12 this year. Let's say they win one more game. And next year they start
I don't know where you see that one win, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Let's say they start out next year 1-5. I think he's in trouble.
Oh, yeah, he should be.
Okay, if they start out 1-4, he should be gone.
Well, yeah, I'll go 1-4 too. I just said 1-5.
But then what the Vikings need to do is either keep Flores so that he could either ascend to the head coach.
I don't think they're going to.
Or bring in a guy, whether KOC likes it or not.
You know what?
Bring in a guy who you can certainly put in that position.
I'm not a big Flores guy, but I can hop on that because he would hire an offensive guy to take care of it, and he's not even going to pay attention to it. And I think Flores would be an actual head coach with a little bit more to the defense. But I just think I think he's more of a leader than the
players would rally around him. He would get that team up. He would have them fired up. They wouldn't come out flat.
Kevin Seifert, I know, Bill, you're a huge fan of Kevin Seifert.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing some great stuff today. This was one of the things Score North, thanks to Score North, they reposted it. Vikings offense in the first half where they scored 0 points, the worst first half team. If this continues on, they could be the worst first half team in NFL history.
No.
Keep that in mind.
But you know what?
Worst first half offense in NFL history.
Think about this though, you guys. Even when KOC was winning those games, he was still coming from behind. He wasn't blowing anybody out.
I mean, when you're averaging, listen, take away the Bengals game. We did this. You take away that Bengals game, and they're averaging what, 6 points, 5 points.
Yeah, and actually, if it wasn't for the turnovers in that game, which defense had 2 touchdowns.
I don't mean to laugh, but even if Mariota plays or Daniels, and even I love JJ as a pro, and even Max, how the hell are they going to score against Washington and beat them?
I can't keep up. I mean, the problem with this
They
offense,
can't beat anybody. I
the
give them
problem
one
with this
win.
offense is as soon as
And by the way, they can't win at home either.
Yeah.
The minute the opposing team gets a double digits, you're like,
Yeah.
how are you going to score? When Seattle went up 13-0, kicked the field goal, I'm like,
Can I say something with TB with Dallas Turner? Look at all the people that ripped Dallas Turner that he was a bust. See, people, it takes time. So that doesn't mean J.J. McCarthy's ever going to get it, but that also doesn't mean he's a bust. He might get it. Just like Dallas Turner is starting to get it.
Bill, it's like I always say. It's like I always say. Show me you never played the game by telling me you never played the game.
Look at our guy, Rich Gannon, Brad Johnson. We've had a few of these guys. Well, he's not good enough. No.
Oh, let's bring minivan back.
Takes a team to the Super Bowl, wins. Another one takes a team to the Super Bowl, loses. But that is, you got to have patience. The quarterback position, you're not going to get Drake Mays. You're not going to get Jaden Daniels right off the start. That is that draft in itself. Caleb Williams now developing. Caleb Williams wasn't that good, and he wasn't even that good.
But you know what, though? You know the difference with Caleb Williams is? Caleb Williams has a head coach / offensive coordinator that knew he was sucking that day and decided to run the damn ball.
It's a good philosophy to me. You can't throw it, got to run it, got to figure something out.
Yeah, we've got – what is it with KOC? Everything is a pass.
Especially when you go into this game. You don't have Darisaw. You don't have Donovan Jackson.
Okay, would you sit Darisaw the rest of the year? I would.
I would. I don't see why you would even attempt to play him. Get him healthy.
I would sit a lot of him.
Darisaw's a guy, Bill. Unfortunately, his track record, staying healthy, earning that I know it's replace a guy like him, but at the same time, he can't stay healthy. I mean, if we're going to say that about the quarterback position or any other position,
no, you're right.
Darisaw's guy, you got to look, and they might have to do that because again, all these contracts that they have going into next year, when they're at least $50 million over the cap, it's 66, but there's other things they can get around.
I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh because all the people that said all the great UDFAs they got to draft choices, who cares? Yeah. You better be carrying now because it's coming to roost right now.
And Bill Dunkel, who's going to want to trade for Hargrave? Who's going to want to trade for Jonathan Allen?
Nobody.
The one good free agent we got, or you could say Irod maybe a little bit, was Eric Wilson. And he played his ass off. I'm going to give him the game ball.
Hey, wait a minute. The best move they made towards the, towards beginning of, right before the start of the season, in late August, we had to get number 19 back. We had to get him. To get the fan base.
I was actually excited for that too. I figured out.
By the way, he was inactive today.
Yeah, he's been a complete.
You know why they got him back was because he worked out with JJ in the offseason.
I wonder, can the Vikings cut him?
Yes.
Vikings could. I would. You know what? I would say, go sign with Carolina or whatever. Carolina's going to make the playoffs. Who would have?
Well, no, Thielen's at the age now where he should just hang it up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he wants to go chase something. Whatever. Carolina liked him.
Well, why don't he go chase his kids or something? He doesn't need to play football anymore.
He should do that. Yeah. He's got nothing left.
Yeah.
Neither does Harrison Smith, and I love Harrison Smith.
And like I said, this is what I said. You blow up this team. You got to blow up this team. Yes. There's no, got to keep this player, got to keep that. No.
It's a rebuild.
Blow up the fucking team.
Agreed. And then hopefully somehow, but the big question is, you blow up the team and you're relying on a draft. Kwesi's drafting. This is what's causing this situation.
No, you blow up the team. Kwesi's not here.
Yeah. You got to do that early.
Here's what you do. You blow up this team. You make damn sure. And I'm talking to you, Mark Wilf, and that goofy-ass committee you got that makes all the friggin' decisions.
That needs to go away. That committee needs to go away.
Yeah. You need to get a football guy to run your football team
Anthony
and make
Thompson, I love
football
John
decisions
Gruden.
about your football team.
Anthony
That way you
Thompson.
will win some football games.
Love John Gruden. Would be a good coach in Minnesota. He'd be a good coach anywhere, but he's going to stay in the state of Florida, and he's probably going to end up coaching there, the college football. I think.
You know what though? Okay, think about this though. If you're Gruden and you hear all this shit about how J.J. McCarthy is this terrible quarterback,
Gruden likes
the
McCarthy.
ego that Gruden's got, don't you think he would be like, I can change this kid?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And then Minnesota's got what Gruden likes. He's got the Porsche at wide
that's
receiver.
what I think they're going to go for experienced head coach next time.
Well, they have to. They absolutely have to. I mean, and the question is, when is that going to be? Yeah, Mark, problem with passing all the time is that, you better have a quarterback that is a really good one. And again, he put his rookie in a situation where he had to throw the ball 30 times. The Minnesota Vikings ran the ball a grand total today of 16 times. Yet, interestingly enough, they had a 4.1 yards per carry. So why wouldn't you stick? You know what's funny? Passing plays, out of the 19 completions that Max Brosmer had today, 4.2 yards per play. So your running average is almost equal to the passing average.
You know what, though, guys? We left out the most egregious thing today. You were down at the goal line. You was 4th and 1. If you didn't think you were going to make it, kick the damn field goal and tie the game.
Yeah. And then that pass can't happen either.
Why did they run the ball if they're going to do anything?
Because it's KOC.
They just don't. Yeah, I don't know, Ryan Peterson. They probably did flex that Cowboys game because they don't. I mean,
they can't put that game.
They can't put the Vikings are going to be the Vikings.
They will. You know why they will? Because it's the Cowboys, and the Cowboys might run up the score, and the Cowboys still think they're America's team, and they think people are going to want to see that.
The Cowboys got a guy. I believe he's starting, and if he's not starting, he's one of the first off the bench, and I believe a safety by the name of Stewart. I know that's the guy that was with the Vikings all training camp, and they let him go. And now he's
Cowboys right now are one of the hottest teams in football.
We just took back that one kid we had in preseason. He had the long name. He was a safety. I forget his name, but we just signed him.
They got him back because they let him go too, and he was taken.
Tennessee let him go. Tennessee grabbed him off of the practice squad, and then they finally cut him, and then we re-signed him. It's a little too late, but.
So this is what your kick-ass offense has been doing, guys, for today. Let's just talk about KOC's offense because we like to do that.
Can we not and say we did?
No, let's just throw this out there. 2 for 10 on third downs. 20% on third down conversions. 5 sacks.
Oh.
Another performance. 5 or more sacks in a performance. 5 sacks. 5 turnovers. 1 fumble. 4 interceptions. Is this winning football? Is this winning offense?
You like that?
No, Kirko, we don't. It's almost as good as your performance there in New York.
Oh, by the way, Kirk, good going there in the Jets game.
Tell him.
My God, he was checked down Kirk all over again.
Checking it down, baby. Patting the stats. Kirko Cousins losing to the New York Jets.
Did he do that at the end of the game or towards the end, a check down, or when was it?
It was towards the end. They were in field goal. They were moving in the field goal range.
That's for sure. Was not checking any victory boxes today.
Yeah, it was. They were heading towards the field goal range, and he checked down. And sure enough, they needed 5. He only got 2.
Yeah, we've seen that before. We have seen that before. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No interest in going to no veteran quarterbacks. They're probably going to get somebody because they're going to have to.
Mark, you're right. KOC wasn't a good quarterback at all, and friggin' Belichick told him he wasn't a good quarterback.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He couldn't help himself be a better quarterback.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself. I don't know what the hell makes him think he's his quarterback.
Kevin couldn't help himself be a better quarterback. What makes you think he's going to fix somebody else with that elongated throw of his? Oh, yeah, you take the ball. Go like this. Sorry, Kevin O'Connell. You're a nice guy. You say the right things. You're just not the right.
You know what?
You're not going to get us to where we want to go.
Can I put this out there? I need the parental warning up there.
Okay, we need some advisory.
Yep.
All right.
I only got one thing to say about this whole kumbaya nice thing. Fuck nice. You don't win championships being fucking nice.
Nasty. Physical.
You gotta have some sort of attitude. You gotta have some sort of grudge. You gotta hate a motherfucker to get a championship. Okay? For 60 minutes, those guys in that opposite uniform are not your friends. And even afterwards, they're still not your friends unless you want them to be.
It was kind of nice seeing Tony Seattle play physical, tackle hard, get all mean, get in the Vikings' faces. I actually like that. That's football. That's how you play the game.
I would like for us to do it.
Yeah, it would be nice. Oh, by the way, who coaches that defense? Who coaches the Seattle Seahawks defense?
Well, Leslie Frazier's on that staff, isn't he?
Yeah,
Frazier's on the staff, yeah.
Frazier, yeah. Another coach that
He didn't get a fair chance here.
part of the Vikings tree. You know, I mean, this is exactly what we didn't want to see. This is exactly the place where none of us thought we would be.
Nope.
After 12
You know what, though? Here's the problem.
weeks.
This is what we should have, and I said this. You guys remember me saying this. I knew when they didn't sign Harbaugh that when they got this clown in there, it wasn't going to be.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
He was the first.
I told you.
Yeah, you did. I gave you credit in the text today.
You did give me credit. Thank you. But I was the one that said, I wasn't like, oh, we got the guy. No, we didn't get the guy.
No, none of
and
us
by
here.
the way,
Well,
TV,
Bill liked Kevin O'Connell. I did not.
TV,
I was not.
What else did you say about who's going to ruin McCarthy? It's going to be him, the head coach.
When
He's
I
gonna ruin Mad Max.
who is going to be JJ's kryptonite?
He ruined him today.
Who is going to be? Let's just put it out there. Who is going to kill any quarterback in this on this league? It's Kevin O'Connell.
I mean, honestly, you know, another thing I just thought of this. You guys bringing this up. Have you seen quarterbacks in your life throw the worst passes they could possibly throw, more so than under Kevin O'Connell's offense? Right, Hank? Wasn't it Nick Mullins that the worst pass? I thought that was going to be the worst pass I ever.
It was Mullins, Dobbs. Darnold threw a few bad ones.
Darnold threw some bad ones last year.
I think though, what Eric
today, Mad Max and that underhanded. I mean, that got Sam Howell traded out of freaking town. The preseason throw he had, Turkey Bowl throw. He just tossed it up there. You can't do that at this level. But it seems to happen all the time with Kevin O'Connell.
Well, I think, Eric, what you said, except for Sam Howell, he is perfect. The head coach as a reclamation veteran whisperer. I don't think he can get it. I don't think he has the patience for young guys at that position.
Well, also, let's put this out there, too.
We're certainly finding that out.
Here's the thing. A lot of people want to give him credit for Matt Stafford in L.A. That ain't Kevin O'Connell. That is more Stafford than anything.
Yeah,
and it is also Sean McVay.
McVay made one of the greatest decisions, right? Because it's
actually was in his 30s already, anyways.
Yeah.
But he traded for Stafford because he knew Stafford was the guy he needed and gave up on Jared Goff. Now, Goff's done a wonderful job with Detroit.
They won a Super Bowl.
But they won a Super Bowl, and you know what? That's all that matters. You cement your legacy, and that's what these teams play for.
Okay, let me.
You know what though, Goff? I mean, what's his name is playing?
Lions got you.
Stafford is still playing good ball in L.A.
Let me ask you guys two questions.
Arguably MVP, Tony Bell. Arguably.
Let me ask you guys two questions. First, would you take one Super Bowl in the next 5 years of 3-14?
I
got one Super Bowl, yes.
So okay, you're talking about selling your soul to the devil, Bill. Don't.
Would you take 1, 2-15, 3-14 year? Would you take that for 1 year and hopefully, you got everything's, stroke of luck and a little bit of genius in there, or would you rather have mediocre 8, 9, 9 and 8 type of years?
We're 10 and 7, like somewhere like just
stuff like that. Stuck in the middle.
You know what's funny about that, Bill? I know people that would take that.
I wouldn't take that.
We've kind of been that.
Man, former on-air host, TV, funny man, actor. I mentioned that to Kilborn, and he's like, "No, I'd rather be relevant
I remember you
be in the
told me.
playoffs every year, then
No, not me.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
And depending on the age, we're at that age, us guys.
Yeah.
Where now we want a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that team in a Super Bowl.
Our days are coming closer.
Like I said, we got more days behind us than ahead of us. We want a Super Bowl.
But
there are those that are like, as long as I'm in the running, and that's the problem with that philosophy.
Yeah.
Your team, your owners have that philosophy. They just want to be in the running. They want to be in that ticker where it says at the bottom of the screen, NFL playoffs.
Wait a minute. I got the perfect head coach. In 2 more years, you call Lane Kiffin and say, Lane, you don't need LSU anymore. You can get this NFL.
I brought an interesting name up, Bill. What do you think about this? Come in here, help our quarterback out. Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, I'd take that.
I think Kingsbury's going to get that. He's going to get that Commander's gig.
Yeah, it probably will.
He's going to get that command. He's already in house, and they're going to move on from Dan Quinn, and he's probably going to get because he's Jaden Daniels.
But wherever Kingsbury goes, you look at the quarterback play. Even Kyler Murray had his best years when Cliff was.
Okay, hey, wait a minute. You brought up. Would you? It would cost too much. Hypothetically, would you take Kyler Murray here to be your starter?
That could be. I saw a story. I don't know where I read it.
I'm not. You guys would be okay. I'm not big on Kyler Murray.
Well, you'd have to give up too much, right? Because you'd have to trade for him, right?
Yeah, plus his contract's too big. I don't know where the Vikings even get his contract on.
It's a hypothetical. Would you want let's just say
it's better to me, Bill, it's probably better than a 40-year-old Joe Flacco or
I agree with you.
The remnants of Aaron Rodgers.
Well, okay, now here's my question. Is there still a possibility he might go play baseball?
No.
He should, though. I tell you what.
He should, but I don't know, man.
He's a great baseball player. He could probably
pick it
up. Here's the funny part now.
And it's the A's. And the A's have a lot of good young talent.
The A's own his rights, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're playing in Vegas.
Yeah.
Could do it.
He might be a 2-sport dude.
They got some studs on that A's team, too, Bill and Tony.
He could be a 2-sport dude, cross state, do what Dion did, do what Bo did.
He could.
Okay,
I mean, he's an athlete. He's a great athlete. He might be mighty, small.
You know who I would like?
Small but mighty. He's a great athlete.
You know who I would like?
Quarterback, but
Jameis Winston.
I would love it.
I just keep, like I said, I would keep him away from the seafood places, but yeah, I'd bring him in here.
But seriously,
you know what? He'll drive us crazy. He'll drive you crazy. But Brett Favre drove a lot of people crazy with some of his interceptions.
I like him. I've always.
I like the fact Jameis will throw it, and you know what? Justin Jefferson will have no bad words to say because he'll be just tossing it up there.
TB, I mean, you played the game. I mean, Jefferson today, I heard on Score North because I missed the last 2 catches, 8 yards, and one of those catches for -4.
I had 4 yards.
Or excuse me, 2 catches, 4 yards.
4 yards.
Right, sorry. One of them was for 8. The other one was -4.
Well, it wasn't like Jackson Smith Enigma did much either. He had 2 catches for 23 yards. It was not a showcase.
But 2 catches, 4 yards. If this keeps up, man.
I mean,
here's what's going to happen. I think what the deal is now, the Wilfs have to realize, or Mark Wilf has to realize, KOC is a fraud.
He is.
Defenses have exposed him.
100%.
He can't adjust.
Thank you.
We were saying this last year. We said that.
And here's the thing, though. You know how it's going to change? Justin's got to start being vocal and bitching because who puts asses in
End of the year, player interviews will be quite
right. I'll tell you what. Just because he got that extension, he might not be our coach after this season.
Yeah, he's right because the Wilfs, no matter what I think of, they have to be totally embarrassed by today, and
Mark has to be
the whole thing here now.
So you can't.
Mark's probably pissed because Mark probably wanted to get a veteran quarterback. So
yes, he wanted. This
is going to now with these 2 young quarterbacks failing epically this year. I'm not saying they're a failure down the line, but this year they failed epically with a so-called playoff roster. Let's break that down, though. The so-called playoff roster, was it a so-called Super Bowl possible roster? I mean, you look at the names. Oh, it looks good. Looks good. Grenard, Van Ginkel, Jonathan Allen, Harrison Smith. Ooh, big names.
You don't win it. You don't win a championship on paper.
No. You don't. This proves that. That absolutely proves that to us, that it doesn't matter what's on that paper. It's a matter of how they play physically on the field. And this team could be the worst.
And
they're the worst at penalties. Get this. They're trying for a trifecta of horribleness. They're one of the worst teams in penalties. They're the worst team on turnovers.
Yep.
And they're the worst scoring team in the first half in the NFL. So how much worse can an owner, if I'm an owner and this is the product that I spent, how much money, Bill, this offseason? They spent like a ton of money.
Spent the most.
They spent more money than maybe Patriots might have beaten them, but
That's
right up
about
there
it.
with the Patriots.
But Eric, but here's one thing, Eric. Those wins covered up these problems.
They did. They did. And they got to the playoffs. And that's, as we've said, it seems like that's enough for this ownership. That's enough for this.
Those wins,
obviously. They're
and
happy.
I said it. I need to start playing the lottery because I'm making predictions that just come true. I said you can't the style of winning that the Vikings were having is not sustainable. I did
Mary Davis Michaels, that's a very interesting question that you bring up. Head coach of the year coaches have been fired within 1 or 2 years after getting the award. Listen,
you know what, Mary? You bring up a good point.
I root for the Denver Nuggets in basketball. Mike Malone won a championship, and the next year he was fired.
Yeah.
Let's go to the NFL.
Let's repeat that. He won a championship, and the next year he was fired. So
the same goes with Doug Peterson.
Yes, yep. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, and after the
but you know what? And Eric, you don't live here. Bill can attest to this. Minnesota rewards mediocrity.
They do. I know. It pains me. It pains me. I don't even live in Minnesota. It pains me that this franchise is stuck in this malaise. This has to be a Mark Wilf mission. Has to be a situation where the blueprint is this. I'm going to get the best possible football people I can get. I am going to make sure that the next Jim Harbaugh, John Gruden, whomever, that steps into my building and talks football with me and says his goal is to win a championship, and that's it. We got to go this route.
And Wes, I agree with you. I've brought that up. Nothing speaks louder than when you don't fill up that stadium. But here's a problem with that. The stadium is now being filled by out-of-town fans.
Yes, and that's what happens.
That's the biggest problem. Where Viking fans are getting outnumbered. And depending on who you play, Green Bay is always 50-50. Now that's damn near 55-60.
Let me ask you guys this. I don't think it's going to happen because his brother got nixed here. But if John Harbaugh got the axe, interested?
I'd hire him in a second.
I'd hire him in a heartbeat.
I would hire him.
I would too.
I would hire him in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even. As soon as at 5 minutes after I hear he's fired, I'm on the phone.
Yeah. Because John Harbaugh.
I think that might be coming, not this year, but I think it's coming. I think it's the welcome. Okay, let me ask going further. Mike Tomlin.
Yes.
I like Tomlin.
Yes.
You know what? There's a
He's
report going around that one prominent, longtime NFL coach is thinking of leaving that organization. Maybe just
that would be Tomlin.
Yeah.
Why not come home, Mike Tomlin? Another guy.
Would you want Tomlin?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Tomlin, okay, you know what? Tomlin comes into this division, he rewrites it because guess what he does? He makes the Vikings a physical team.
Thank you. Yes.
He rewrites it. So if you thought you were going to push these guys around, you're not.
They play hard. That defense plays tough. They really do. They play really hard.
And by the way, I can say this. The Steeler fans are about done with him.
Well, he's been there, what, how many years?
A lot of years.
I mean,
and they haven't won a playoff game since.
But they haven't done anything since Big Ben retired. That's the thing.
2016, the last time they won a playoff game.
Yeah, they haven't. They've had a bunch of quarterbacks that they've.
I guess they were booing today. In Pittsburgh. I guess they were loud boos there in Pittsburgh. And Tomlin said after the game, in a way, you can't blame them. I'd boo too.
Well, they played bad. I mean, the Steelers
they didn't look good. They didn't look good.
I mean, they looked the way Aaron Rodgers looked. He had the blood coming out.
Well, Tomlin's getting heat for one big mistake he made, and I think it is a mistake. He let Darrell Austin keep his job and let Brian Flores leave. Because remember, they had Flores as a linebacker coach, and he came here, Flores. Pittsburgh fans said, why didn't you keep Flores and get rid of Austin?
Well, it's easy to look back at it.
I know, easily, but
And
I
again,
think Austin is a
Bill, you want, when you're a head coach, you probably want as many close friends as you can
yeah,
have.
as a friend. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, now that you bring that up, think about this. And it could be vice versa, too. Say Tomlin does get fired. Say the Wilfs do move on from KOC. Say the Vikings hire Tomlin. Brian Flores probably stays.
No, I think Brian Flores would stay in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He would stay.
Be considered for the head coaching spot. That's what I think should be. The
Well, that
defense,
too.
the defense hasn't quit. The defense hasn't quit. It's quite evident to me due to the fact the quarterback play and a lot of other reasons, offensive line play, the offense just they have no chance of competing. They have no chance to compete at a professional level.
What is a head coach?
I know Viking fans won't do it, but
I know, Mike. You said Tomlin can't get the QB right, but guess what? Neither can KOC.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're right in the same boat. But here's the thing, though: Tomlin would get an OC
that would run the offense, and
that would run the offense.
Won't mess with it. You do what you got to do.
I don't want it to be Todd Haley, but
I think Flores would say that helps complement my defense, though. You have to,
as long as it's not Todd Haley.
He's going to want to run the football. Flores is going to want to run the football so that his defense can catch a break a little bit. You know,
I mean, put it this way: as long as it's not Todd Haley or Arthur Smith, I'm okay.
Oh.
This is where we're at right now here on the official Purple Skull.
Well, can I just say, Judd Zolgad? I'm going to credit Judd Zolgad for this. He actually said, you know what? He said, I thought to myself, I'm going to look at Tankathon. And he said,
Judd, you know what? Judd needs to be really careful or he'll lose his press conference.
Well, he said,
Judd is taking some.
But it goes farther. He says, I looked at Tankathon. He said, honestly, it's best if they lose out. Why win?
Yeah.
It's hopeless now.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the sad part about it. I agree with tanking to a point.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know where you're going.
These players won't. Yeah,
the players won't. But here's where I'm going.
They're
fighting for their job.
You tank, right? But you don't make no changes.
Then you're going to be in the same situation.
Here's
the aspect. Let's look at that. Let's just look at that. If you were to grade teams in the NFC North right now, on age, on future,
God,
on all these things, I mean, we're looking at a very long time in the last place.
The Vikings are easily the worst.
They're the worst.
There's no question.
You know what though? In the whole division, the whole standard of greatness ain't very high.
No, but
I think Green Bay's still the best.
They're younger. They've got a higher upside right now. The Vikings are old and have to try to get rid of people.
I agree. The Vikings have to make changes, but when it comes to the rest of it, put it this way: Detroit's going to get old here real fast.
Yeah, you're right.
Detroit's going to get old. The Bears, we don't know about Caleb. Ben Johnson is not putting him out there to make him either make or break him, but he's putting him out there to win.
They're the number one seed in the NFC right now, though?
Yes.
Yeah, what's wrong? You know what? If I was a gambling man, I'd have to really look and see what the hell happened with this year because nothing's making sense.
I'll be honest with you.
Here's a number one seed. How is that?
It doesn't matter getting bounced in the first round.
I think the Packers are the best organization in the division. I've thought this way for a few years.
They draft really well. That's the
key.
They
develop. They draft well.
Yeah.
They're just so cohesive. I mean, say what you want about that organization. Personally, there's a lot of jealousy with the fans because of the trophies.
There's nothing else to do in Green Bay but football.
No, I agree with you there, but you know what their biggest detriment is? I like their head coach, but
he might have run his course there too.
They're iffy. They kind of want to get him out of there.
Yeah, the fans are not really too overly happy with Matt LaFleur right now.
I wouldn't take Matt LaFleur.
You wouldn't take him?
Okay. Oh hell no, not at all, not at all.
Yeah, Mary Davis Michaels. They fired Mike Zimmer for less. Yeah, they did. So.
You know what? Let's just call it for what it is. Zimmer was right about the whole Kirk Cousins thing. That's why he got run out of Minnesota.
Decisions
the reason they fired him, he didn't get along with the GM. They didn't talk, and I think the bigger again, you guys, we all talked about this. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, and it also led to the collaboration. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ditka's back in spirit with that Bears team. They play hard, man. That defense is playing hard.
I think
Dennis
the only one.
Dennis Allen's done as good a job as Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's getting all the credit in Chicago. If you look at the injury list, here's other reason why the Chicago Bears have been really impressive, and the Vikings should not sit there and use excuses of injuries. The Chicago Bears have played with their complete linebacking core on the disabled list. They've played most of the season without Jalen Johnson, their best defensive back. Yep. That team doesn't make excuses. They play hard physically, and Dennis Allen, next man up. In fact, they took one of the Vikings' very own, Nashawn Wright, and they've now made him a household name.
Well, this staff develops players.
There's a difference. Development. That's a huge thing with this organization.
Hey.
Ed Ingram is proof positive of that. Garrett Bradbury now, Raggedy Ann, playing damn well with New England.
Well, that goes to my point. There's one person, and it's not me, and it ain't here, that called for the head of the Vikings offensive line coach years ago when this moron was hired. What's his name? Cooper?
Chris Cooper.
Yeah, you wanted him out of here. Now everybody, TB, is jumping on that bandwagon. I laugh. I thought you same people are praising him, and now that they're struggling, I thought my buddy had him out of here and wanted him out of here when he got hired.
Am I the only one who saw? Yeah. Am I the only one who sees this shit?
No.
Well, I didn't see that.
I think we do. We see this. It's just people don't want to, go that route. What if KOC hired Mike McDaniels as their offensive coordinator after the season? Hey, you know what? The Dolphins have turned their season around. I don't know if he'll be available. I think he's going to stay
as OC.
Yeah,
guys,
ego.
They won't let him call plays because
he might be the OC in title. He's not calling a single motherfucking play.
No.
Nope. He's not calling a play.
If KOC, we could just sit there. If we had one thing to say, you need to improve on. If you want to be a good head coach in the future, he's got to knock.
You know what it could come down to, and this is where the Wills will have to show if they got balls or not.
You're right. I know what you're gonna say.
You tell KOC he's giving up play calling duties, and if KOC says no, you fire him.
Yeah. I think he'd be fired.
It could get down to that situation.
Then I think he'd be fired.
If they keep getting shut out, Tony, and barely score 6 points a half, and are playing, it's unwatchable. Today and last week, Green Bay, unwatchable football.
And here's a question: how many more
ratings are going to tank? I'm going to make you guys laugh. Then you're going to start having my old on-air host Chris Myers do your games, which means that's the last Fox crew on the list. So you're getting games that are way down that they're not even going to be seen.
You know what, though? I don't care because I got the game on mute anyway, so I don't have to listen to him.
Well, that's how bad the Minnesota Vikings are playing right now.
Oh, God. I'd rather listen to freaking nails on a chalkboard than listen to freaking PA.
I had to, but that's another story.
Honestly, I'm going to say this. The last 2 weeks are less Steckel-like.
Yes, a lot of people have been saying that on the thread. William Dean, been all over it, saying this kind of has the Les Steckel feel.
Yeah, it does.
It does. We're at that. It's that bad. And he got fired immediately.
But
that's so bad.
Big difference. The only reason Steckel got the job was because Bud Grant put him there because he didn't get a contract.
Yeah.
Right. He didn't get the money he wanted, but he got it. You know what, Tony? That was a great move by Bud Grant. He just had to wait a year, and he got the money that he wanted, and then he retired.
Bud was smart. Here's the deal. Bud knew that if that team was bad, they would come crawling to him. The one that came crawling to him was Mike Glenn.
Yeah.
He wasn't going back for Mike Glenn. So what does Mike do? He goes to Max Winter. Could you please talk to your buddy Bud?
Let's finish this up, gentlemen. Mary Davis Michaels. I've got tickets to the Cowboys game. It's going to be hard to go if you can't even move the ball. Yeah, you might be over at halftime. I don't know, Mary. I might sell those bad boys.
I'd sell them.
Cowboy fan.
I'd sell them.
That's going to be a.
Can I ask you a question just quickly? George Pickens or Jordan Addison?
George Pickens.
George Pickens or Justin
Addison's
Jefferson?
a better route runner, though.
George Pickens.
Yes, he is, though, Tony. Addison's a better route runner, but Pickens has the size and the hands.
Pickens has the size, but he's also got the ego.
Yeah, he does have an ego. He's a problem child.
How about Pickens or Jefferson?
Oh, Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Even as
Less
bad.
of a headache.
I mean, granted, Bill, this year's been brutal for him, but again, some of these
Well, I would
passes
go
aren't even
Jefferson.
close to him.
I get it.
You know. All right, so good, bad, and ugly, gentlemen. Bill Dunkel. We could say I'm going to say ownership, head coach, good and bad. Bad, ugly, the good. Eric Wilson played really well today for the Vikings. I give him a game ball. He had 11 tackles, had a sack, part of a defense that really gave everything they had today. And if they had a competent offense, would have competed in Seattle in a game where, let's just say the 11.5 points, they smashed it and then some. So, but the under did not come in, or the over didn't come in. The under struck because the Vikings couldn't score. So 26 total points, depending on how you bet today, could have been ugly for you as well. But I think Wilson's been a tremendous addition out of all the free agents. That's where my game ball goes. Final thought, this is just a brutal year. And this is just what we're going to have to sit with now. And yes, Tankathon. Start looking at the college game a little bit more.
And mock drafts.
Mock drafts. Get that Thor Nystrom on. Get Thor on your list.
Can we get past friggin' New Year's before you start with the mock drafts?
They're already up.
We're starting now, man. Let's go. 4-13 is around the corner.
And if I hear one more person say draft the running back from Notre Dame, I will find you and I will throat punch you.
That's what people want.
Love to love. All right, so Bill, your game ball or good bad?
My game ball. Game ball to Brian Flores. The good is Brian Flores. The bad is the offensive line.
It was horrible today.
And the ugly is the head coach.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He needs to. I mean, listen. I think I was. Tony had it pegged before I did. I was done with him in 23. But the guy needs to go. This is not, you know what? Even if this is the problem, he could be better next year, and then you're gonna have people pounding the chests again. The problem is that he's not consistent. There's no consistency here.
None.
It's like a yo-yo with this clown. I think he's, if he hasn't already, starting to lose the locker room, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is worse than 2023.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, you're right, 100%.
This is worse than 2023.
There's no excuses here. There's no excuses.
You know what? I gotta say Zolgan quickly. I'm doing it again. Zolgan said, I gotta apologize to Hall, Jaron Hall. He said, I thought Jaron Hall was bad.
That's another guy. Thank you, Bill. Let's add it to the young quarterbacks that been really.
Yeah, when you gotta apologize to Jaron Hall.
So
I gave my
ugly game ball from you as we wrap this up and enjoy.
I would give my game ball goes to Dallas Turner.
Yeah, he was terrific.
That's a good one.
He did play with his hands in the dirt today.
Yeah,
he did.
His eventual place.
He was at that defensive end spot. I was like,
he has
okay.
to stay there, right, TB, and just gain some weight and muscle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's all he's got to do.
Plus with that speed that he has, he could be.
Yeah.
He could be. I'm not putting him in that level, but he could be a lot like Parsons. Same thing.
Oh, wait a minute. He's a bust. Remember, that's what everybody said.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to see these people. You know what I want to see, Bill? People who say that on social media or claim that, people are no longer with us, like Fran Tarkenton and Carl Eller. I want to see their picture. I want to see who these people are, these trolls behind their keyboards that post stuff like, "Oh, he's a bust. He's terrible. He's the worst."
Yeah, did you hear about the Lombardi one that the NFL's Pro Football Hall of Fame screwed up, and NFL.com? There's the thing, Pro Football Hall of Fame and NFL.com were still posting that Lombardi died. He didn't die.
He's still alive. He's still with us?
Yes.
I was depressed all yesterday because of that.
Oh, he's with us. His kid, Lombardi the third or whatever you call, said, "No way, he didn't die. He didn't die."
So they screwed up. See, these social medias are getting other these jokesters.
He is alive, TV. He's alive.
Don't post stuff like that.
There's too many people now
that's the bad.
Usually they're overseas too, but there's a lot of people that just live in their basement and have nothing better to do but screw with people.
Good, bad, not
my bad. I went with my bad, just the overall team performance in general, and then the ugly is just this organization altogether.
And maybe when we do our preview sometime this week for the Commanders coming to US Bank.
Do we really have to do a preview?
We're going to talk more about the organization. I think we need to do a whole segment. We're not going to fluff it up with our segments to action.
Can we at least
talk about the state of the Minnesota Vikings right now.
You know what's funny, though?
Here's the thing. Mark Wilf.
Here's the thing, though. I'll bring this up right now. If there's some breaking news that happens tomorrow, like somebody gets the axe, are we going to have a show?
Let's do it. Yes. If there's breaking, if Kevin O'Connell gets fired on his way, the Vikings have done it before.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, if it happens at 8 o'clock in the morning, I ain't going on till 10.
Yes, you are, Tony. Yes, you are. That's how it works.
I'm not a Wall Street fan, but I think if they only fire him, I think it's a total disservice because he's not the main. He's not the only problem.
No, but I'll say something, Bill. They need to get better scouts too, because
of course.
it's easy to play.
You know what? That's a good one because ever since Scott Studwell retired, that scouting department has literally sucked.
They have not changed much in the scouts. They kept a lot from the previous regime.
Because believe it or not, someone told Kwesi, "Hey, Lewis Seen fits the defense to a T. This is the guy." I mean, we see all the tape. I mean, I thought he was good.
But did you hear the latest one?
Yeah. Oh, Wes brings up one more name as head coach, Vance Joseph.
Didn't he get a gig once before?
Yeah, Arizona.
Arizona didn't go so well, but
okay.
I listen. D'Amico Ryans, Vance Joseph, brilliant minds defensively. Look what Todd Bowles is doing down.
But then I would just hire Brian Flores.
Then I just hire Flores.
I would hire Flores too. I think Flores deserves. I would listen, if I was Mark Wilf right now, that's what we'll do as well as part of our State of the Vikings. You guys think about this, and you out here all watching this. What would you do if you're Mark Wilf with this football team? That's what we'll do on the next show we do, previewing the Commanders game. And again, if you like our content here, please like our YouTube page, subscribe to it. It's free, no cost to you. You can actually be part of what we're doing. We love to enhance people doing their own shows, making their own videos. It's something that we enjoy. Creativity is a plus as far as we're concerned because we feel your passion. We feel your hurt right now.
We feel your pain.
We're sort of therapy. We also quetch at each other because we have to, because we care about the significant others that we have. That's in another room. I don't want to quetch at her, so I have to quetch at Tony and Bill for therapy. Okay,
I'm going to quetch at you later. And also, we love having guests on our show. You could be a special guest on our show.
Come aboard.
Oh, by the way, Quality Control is really having a good time this year because her Patriots are on top of the AFC.
10-2.
Oh, Mike
Number one seed in the AFC. Drake May. She just added the Drake May. Let's go, Pats. Yeah. That's what Drake May sounds like. Yeah. Whatever. They're fraudulent.
Well, another big thing is J.J. McCarthy. Is he going to be ready for next week?
Oh, that let's talk about that. Or should he be? Do you look? You saw that offensive line was today.
Got to play.
Oh no! You know what? If I'm JJ, I hate to say it, I think I might just fake another concussion.
That offensive line was Mr. School getting schooled like he did.
Okay, can I just say one more thing?
We just cut him now.
Can I just say why is Walter Rouse not?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Another question.
Why?
State of the Vikings this week.
You're asking me a question I've been asking all year, and as an offensive line, as a line guy, I would put him out there.
Every young player,
any worse.
Every young player, you should be getting a look at. Practice squad, bring them in.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's egregious. They keep pushing School. They push School out there every chance they get. And he sucks.
And by the way, Ryan Kelly's probably out next week with a hip.
Yeah, hip injury. I worried. I saw that, Bill. The first thing I thought, we all probably did, is this his 12th concussion? Because, honestly, Ryan Kelly, you're a good guy. You had a good career, but hang it up too. We're always saying, Adam Thielen, we'll do this State of the Vikings. State of the Vikings. We'll do our hang-ups. We'll say you got to retire, or we're going to release Adam Thielen, the whole deal.
And we have a special new segment that we're going to be starting with Bill Dunkel called "One More Thing."
or I have a question. One more thing.
Bill Dunkel, be
That's probably a
prepared.
good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, you better
It's
be
a new
ready.
segment, though. We're gonna do it. It's a new segment.
One
Oh,
more
good.
question. One more thing with Bill.
There'll be about 10 of
Dunkel.
them.
That's the point.
For Bill,
I know.
for the very humorous quality control in the other room, for Tony
I'd be
Bell.
humorous too when the Patriots are the top seed in the AFC.
Oh, she's loving life right now. It's really,
I
We'll
like
never hear the end of it.
I'm happy.
it's ridiculous.
Hey, by the way, you got to tell her one more thing. You got to tell her again. Reminder: Vikings at Patriots next year. That's a given.
We might
Oh
have-
yeah, we're going to the Patriots next year. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I would
Bring
love
it,
to
bring
go.
it on home, guys.
I
Bring it
don't
on
know.
home.
I don't know. I'm a little scared to go to that game right now. I don't know if I want to go to that one.
We'll be in divorce court afterwards.
Oh my Lord. Oh my. For Bill, Tony, Quality Control, it's been a pleasure. Enjoy our content on our page on Facebook. Again, like our YouTube page. We wish you all a wonderful week ahead. And as we always say to end the show, gentlemen,
Skull.
go.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back during the week to preview the Commanders at Vikings game. Remember, share our page with your friends and hit that like and subscribe button for our YouTube channel. Skull!
Throw that hat in the corner.